Hey, what's up, good people? It's Goldie here with LockZitude, and I'm just coming on to share a client experience with you all since we have been on the topic of converting Sisterlocks to Microlocks. I wanted to share this client's story because she too has opted to convert her Sisterlocks to Microlocks. And again, we talked about the fact that there are many reasons why one may consider converting, but I'm not getting into her reasons, but I just wanted to share an update on, I guess, her progress pictures. Now, as you can see, she started her lock journey in May 2018. So she literally just celebrated her 5-year lock anniversary. And I wanted to share with you that back in January is when we started combining her locks strategically, and she's been very happy. So I just wanted to show you what this progress looks like. So her hair was very tricky in the beginning, so it was not a task that I took on all at once in one sitting. I actually took a couple of appointments to go through and strategically combine her locks, and so far so good. Now, I will say that this client is notorious for showing up to her appointments with hair color. She is no stranger to color. She has been highlighted on my social media pages many times because she comes up with some of the funkiest, funnest colors that you would ever want to see. In this particular instance, she is going to be a new grandma, and her grandson was due to be arriving very soon, and she was getting ready for the baby shower. So that's why you see this blue and green and shades of blue in her hair. But never mind that. What I do want you to focus on is noticing, the previous parting, which you can still kind of see, and then what it looks like as they are retightened down. Now, what you see here is, a set of locks. This is a row that I was working on during the retightening, where you can see all the new growth is grown out. But again, we've been, retightening these combined locks since January. So they've started to fuse pretty good. But I wanted to point out why we talk about the fact that combining locks is a strategic process. In this case, in the back, it was easier for me to combine locks that were stacked instead of locks that were next to each other. And there is a reason for that, because you don't want to have a ridiculous amount of tension on the lock based upon how you combine them. So you really have to look at what's going to make the most natural appearance and what's going to, be healthy for the hair as the hair grows out. Now, what you see here is an example of when I tell you that when I combine locks, I leave them alone and allow the locks to fuse together on their own. This is exactly what I mean. If you notice where my index finger is here, you see it looks like one lock. That's always been one lock. Versus you move down towards the thumb, you can see the two heads. That's why I don't mess with them, because if you leave the hair alone, the process of interlocking will help the hair to mesh and mat together where you don't have to do anything special. If anything, you would clip off one of the weaker locks if the client just didn't want the two headers, or you can just leave it alone. It does not bother anything. So far, the client seems to be loving her combined locks. We definitely are finishing quicker because I don't have as many locks to retighten. Yep, I literally almost cut her locks in half, the number of locks that she has. But you can just see, again, just the fusing together has really taken off. And literally these locks could just be there, the extra lock, so that if she ever had an incident where she needed something reattached or something broke off, I could easily take one of these locks that's hanging and prepare it and then provide it as a lock extension. It's actually a really neat process to watch, but this is going to be bomb when they all grow out. But so far, so good. She has no complaints, and neither do I.